Hey there, welcome back guys. In this video we're going to be showing you how to put the rim tape on your bicycle. Maybe you got a flat and then you look inside and it's kind of weathered in there and you're getting pinch flats. Well, without any further ado, let's get started. We're going to put the rim tape, fresh rim tape, back on this bicycle. Also new tires and a new tube. Special thanks to the folks at Piermont Bicycle who gave me some tips and tricks on how to actually put the rim tape on. So without any further ado, let's get started so we can get you guys back on the road again and riding on your bicycle as easy as 1, 2, 3. Come. Okay, ideally you want to work on a flat surface. As you can see, it's a little tight. We need 3 of these, ideally 2, so you can put the tire back on after we put the rim tape and make the magic happen with our new inner tube. I took the wheel to the store and this is what they said, and 700 60 mm, it's a Presto. This is the original rim tape that we will be using. There is rim tape on here and it does measure at 960 by 22. It's not the ideal size because, as you can see, it kind of ripples a bit, which is not what you want to happen. And you might see on your wheel the actual number. So right here, if you zoom in really closely, you can see that it says 25, okay? So hopefully you find it on your wheel, but if you do not see it on the wheel, what you can do is you can measure it with a digital caliper, and you'll see that if we open it up, right, so that we can get a reading, it should turn on. And then if we put this in there, we should get the same reading that it says on the wheel. Look at that, 25, except it is upside down, and we'll turn it right side up. There we go. We do have a pair of scissors. Hopefully the scissors will let us get in there and just snip that out. Pull it right out like that so that you can get the rest from in there. See that? So just move this out of the way. Look for any special numbers in case you don't have the rim tape like mine and you're trying to figure out which one it is. But for this wheel, the number is actually on the other side. Grab yourself a clean rag, okay, and some alcohol. Clean it so that it's dry whatsoever. You could flip it over so that the disc brake is on the top. See that? So much better. This is wet with alcohol, and we're gonna just clean it, right? Clean it. Just rubbing it all in. You can be generous. Look at that. See, it's dirty in there. Don't forget, we still have to do the back tire. If you're not sure where you started from, you can just start from the beginning of the hole right there that the Presto valve shoots out from. And then see, dirty in there, but we just want it to adhere properly, and that is pretty much it. Doing that and moving forward, this should open, so this should tear right about there. This is what we have, tubeless, original rim. If you don't go tubeless, you could go smaller, but you see what happens when you use a 22. If you don't use the actual size, it just kind of ripples and you get pinch flats, and it's never aligned the way it should be. Make sure your hands are clean and don't have any remnants of whatever it is that you might accidentally get into the rim tape. You're going to need scissors so we can cut to the exact length that we need. This is exactly 25 millimeter, 10 meters, okay? So our Presto valve comes out from over there, so just use that as a guide. See that? Pull it as we go all the way around. Don't be too generous because you want to, remember, stretch it on there, okay? And you just do the same, just guide it through, okay? It's a little bit different than the ones I've always used, to be honest with you, but it is working. Just seed it in. You want it to seed into the holes, okay? There's no rush, okay? Take your time and do it. Change the angle of the wheel so that we could see in there, and then just feel in the holes. See, you want it to look like that, but we're just guiding it in there. Nice. See, Just spinning it around. When it's ready, we're just going to cut it straight across, like about right there. See, feel around. Puncture it from the opposite end like that until it comes through, and then slowly pull it out. So now we know that's where the hole is exactly, and then we can just puncture this. So we don't want to make it too big, but just big enough to fit the Presto valve through. And then now we have our new tube right about here. Just going to open it up. Really nice. And what you want to do is take this cap off. So usually it's centered, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. Just take this ring right off, right about here. And run this in right about there, so it goes all the way through into the hole. See? And then it seeds all the way around. See? Voila. Now, well, sort of. We still have to put on the tire, which is going to be a nightmare. Just let's get the pump, get a little bit of air in there. See, okay, we have the Raveman pump that was sent to us. It should be ideal. I believe it's 50 psi. We're just going to fill it up a little bit, not a lot. Let us get in there. Let me go get the new tire. Put a little more air. So ideally, we want to feed this in. Put some tire in, tire on, tire off. You can use a hand pump. As you can see, this is where things get tricky. Do it like this. To make the magic happen, got to fit that in there. And thankfully, if you get a flat, it's only one end that has to go in. Tire around the rim and the wheel and tube. So we're just gonna have to feed it in so that it's even Stevens around there. Okay. And then now we don't want it bent. Voila. As easy as. And if you have a flat, you'll have to patch it. We'll have another video that shows you how to do that. We're gonna seed this in all the way around. A little bit at a time. Sometimes you need the tire irons to pull them out, and sometimes you don't. And you'll be able to put on the new tire without a problem. So now, see, right about there. It's going to be a little tight around the edge. See, we just pry one in there. And sometimes it's hard to pry it, but it takes a little bit of muscle. It will go in right about there. So we got all that space there. And sometimes if you get one in like that, you can pretty much work the rest of the tire in there. And watch your fingers though, and seat it by hand, okay? See, that's in there because we worked it and pop, voila. It's in there. Look around the tire. And make sure you put it on correctly for the rotation. Otherwise you will have to take it off. Sometimes there's an arrow pointing in the direction so that's the way the wheel's going to be spinning. This looks like it's, there's no tread on here. It's more like a slickster. So we don't have to follow the rotations of the new tire. We can ride up to 60, but I like to keep it at 55. Just find our little hole. You can set this to 55. You want to do it slowly because you want to seed the tire first, okay? We make these videos so you don't have to. So we'll turn the pump on and let it fill a little bit. And then we got some air in there. What we want to do is like feel around, let the tire pop in there. Just do that all the way around and down on the rim. We got that in there correctly, but there is one piece missing, which is this right here. Okay, so make sure we put this little ring on. And whoops, careful not to let any air out, but that's okay. There we go, right there. Feel around again. And remember, we're just going to fill it up until it reaches 55. Hopefully there's enough battery power in there. We only got one bar. We'll probably do the rest by hand. We'll see how much we can get out of it. Voila, kind of neat, huh? Got just the right amount of air pressure in there. Just need to find that cap. If you're using the electric pump, it will be hot. Feel around, you might need to seed the tire, but look at that. I got a new tire on the wheel set. We'll see if we can find that little piece that goes on the tire. Here it is right here. To prevent small leaks from happening, we'll just put this on. Again, and it's hot. To the base it's not, but at the tip it is. But ideally this will go on like that. And everything looks good, and that's how you do the rim tape. A little challenging to get the tire back on the rim, but sometimes it's hit or miss when you get that sweet spot, and then the new tire just goes back on, and you just, just play with it, figure out a method that works just right for you, but you don't want to break anything so that you have to bring your bike in for repairs. But it's a really easy fix. You save money, and hopefully the longevity of not getting pinch flats or just keeping things sealed in there if you want to go tubeless, because this is the correct size to use. But other than that, that is pretty much it. Stan's tubeless original rim tape being used on the tube, on the road, on this bike right here, the Scott Speedster Gravel. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.